supposed to be, you know...
Okay, who wants to hear about Trompdoy's sordid past?
Okay.
Oh, you
I'm
just
here.
went to Trompdoy?
Yep. Alrighty. The jar before you glows with a blue light. Its appearance flickers and changes. It is at once a brightly colored motley and also a deep gray.
You hear roaring laughter and shouts, then the hush of silence. You think you can hear quiet, choking sobs from within.
Reach out and rest your hand against the flickering jar.
With a jerk, your mind is pulled to a beautiful palace court. It's filled with cheers, but you can almost taste the fear in the room.
Trompdoy, yeah.
You see a jester prance in the court. He casts illusions, playing to his master's cruelty by picking on the weakest in the room. He lives for the laughter and applause. The scene spins, a new face, a new fool to make his master laugh. Don't worry, he's told, you'll always have your place. The door closes, and you see the illusionist in the dark of this dungeon. He's alone, surrounded by gold and deathly silence. Your hand falls from the jar, your skin prickling and cold after the vision. To die down here would be terrible. To live down here for eternity, you shudder at the thought.
Slip the jar into the backpack.
Lucky find.
And now everyone can talk to me, I
Talkie
guess?
time.
The visions fade to black, but the memories remain.
Whatever he did in the past, he's suffered for it. His sins should be forgiven.
Huh, that's interesting. So he was just the court jester and then was discarded.
I must say, entertaining despots isn't anywhere near as bad as what most people in that court did.
There should be no peace for someone who panders to power. We don't know what other sins he committed after all.
He should be allowed to rest. Whatever his sins, he's been punished more than enough.
Guess I'm a little bit more hardcore on him. That's fine.
Yeah.
That's
And
fine.
who are the last two?
Graciana, for one.
I want to see Graciana.
In a sauce.
Oh, you guys are reading.
Oh. The jar before you may have looked opulent once, but no longer. Now it's covered in grime, its paint chipped away, and its jewels long stolen. Now, the interesting thing is, when I had talked with Graciana in the town, I could use my outlaw past to sense that she was lying to me about things that she had done that she was trying to atone for. And she sent me away being like, you know, we're not to discuss this. I don't want to be reminded of it. Like, she supposedly did terrible things. And I think it may be why, like, isn't she wearing a mask? Is it possible she's undead too, especially if her spirit's
She
here?
has to be if she's, you know, that old.
Yep.
The soul jar rocks slightly, light flashing from underneath its lid. On its rim, you can just barely make out the name Graciana.
Okay. Reach out and rest your hand against the jar.
As soon as you touch the jar's cracked surface, you see a vision of splendor, silks, fine food, and decadent lechery. But underneath it all lies bone and blood.
Ooh.
The vision shifts. You see burning villages, slaughtered women and children. You see her, purging wand in hand, standing amongst it all. She throws her head back and laughter echoes in your skull.
Whoa! She's the most vile of all of them.
A shadow falls across her, and you see a large, weeping face. She reaches out as if to comfort, but Bracchus drags her back. You see her fall into the mire of the swamp, trapped.
Okay, so that's actually... It's like the goddess, Amadia. That's the weeping face. And Gratiana reaches out as if to comfort, but she's dragged back into the swamp, where she's currently residing now.
As you pull your hand away, you can feel a deep, longing sadness in your soul. Is it regret, or just sadness for a life that used to be?
Okay, so I should slip it into the backpack as well. Maybe we'll talk with Gratiana about it.
The moment we knew that we were going to get into people's backgrounds, I knew that she was going to turn out to be horrible.
Yeah, definitely.
The terrible vision fades.
No one is beyond forgiveness. Whatever her sins, she can always redeem herself.
I'm a little bit torn on this one because she did in fact try to hide her past from me. But I suppose she's worried that if the people that she helped find out, she would be cast out, most likely.
While she lived a selfish life, she seems to have repented. She should be forgiven.
She murdered children. She cannot be forgiven.
Her life was marred by debauchery, greed, and violence.
Yeah,
No
Fane.
last-minute conversion should excuse that.
Did she ever even... I don't remember. Did she admit that she had a phylactery and that she was immortal and everything?
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, she did? Oh, I didn't hear that bit.
Oh, there's another necromancer over there, too. I didn't see the one across
Yeah,
the hall,
the
across the
jar
room.
Yeah,
sits still.
suppose it should be
It
yours
seems
to look
have
at.
revealed
I'm
all
gonna
the
drink
secrets it
drop
contains.
doy. Oh wait, no,
Wait,
I'm gonna listen
who
to
took
this
it first?
conversation
I thought Fane hasn't had one yet.
Yeah, I'm confused. I thought Bird was interacting with it. Alright.
Are we doing...
I don't care.
Okay, so is Fane doing it now?
I guess.
Okay. Oh, this one's different. The other ones are all like being. The other ones always talk about how they're rotting away and they've been here for so long. This one's like brilliant and has laughing from inside of it, and probably is younger.
Oh.
With a jerk, your mind is pulled to a scene in a tavern. You see a dwarf in the center of the room, joking us all around raw with laughter. All bar the zombies, who are slavishly serving food and drink. The door opens, and a tall, beautiful woman stalks into the room. She's flanked by heavily armed guards. You can't make out her words, but see the fear in the dwarf's eyes. The dwarf mutters a word, and the undead lurch towards the intruder, but are cut down like wheat. The dwarf tries to run, pushing her friends into the woman's path, but is grabbed before she can escape. As she's dragged away to a tower, you hear her cursing Brachus Rex and his whore. Even when she's thrown inside and the door sealed, you can still hear her shouts. You pull your hand away from the jar, your head swimming. You can feel the dwarf's cold terror still throbbing in your bones.
That's not where I thought we'd go with the laughing.
Yeah.
Jeez.
The vision fades.
I can do little but condemn that necromancer's cowardice and greed.
She must have been acting against Brachus Rex for him to have come for her like that.
Keeping the dead as slaves. What a disgusting display. She deserved every punishment she got.
She might seem a little rough, but her heart was clearly in the right place.
Just
in a
because
world
she's
of
a
completely,
necromancer.
in a world of completely binary decisions. There is a fifth one.
Really?
Uh,
Oh, right there.
That's
I'm gonna drink Trompdoy.
Tamsin's?
Oh, hang on.
Don't drink anybody.
I want to drink Trompdoy.
This is what I was
Oh.
talking about when I was like, oh, there's another one. Was reacting to like, there's a weird one on the opposite side of the hallway that was like hidden behind the camera angle I was using.
You see, or rather, you feel a far-off land. Frozen breath hangs in the air, pine needles brush your cheeks, and in your arms you can feel a weight. A body, dead. But you have hope. Your vision swims. You're older, but perhaps not wiser. You march at the head of a shambling host, the enemies of Brachus Rex melting before you. The scene twists again. Now Brachus stands before you, a beautiful woman at his side. You lash out in treasonous rage, but cold arms bind you. You're sealed away in a tower. Your screams fill the darkness. You feel a jolt and open your eyes to see the soul jar before you, lying still in the vault. Your hand falls from the jar and grips the pillar as you try to calm your ragged breathing.
Good find.
The necromancer's memories fade to black, but the feelings remain.
I'd forgive this soul. Punishment must fit the crime. This doesn't.
It's funny if I say anything about necromancy in a bad light because my character uses it herself.
They may have been a necromancer, but they did not feel evil. Misguided, perhaps.
We're better off without vile necromancers like that.
It takes bravery to try and strike down an evil king. Perhaps especially one you once supported.
So I think the distinction here is that if you smash the phylactery, you're granting peace to these people, and because you're just killing them. But if you absorb them, like that's like implied to be way worse.
Well,
like
what
you get experience
happens?
by doing something like potentially horrible to someone's soul. Like I think that's
There is
the
a
choice.
lever over here.
As you take in its chiseled details,
Oh, whoa,
you have
what
a vision.
happened to you guys?
The statue comes to life and embraces you awkwardly with its broken arms. Unable to resist, you're flown away into an endless dark.
So this statue had like a missing head that was chopped off symbolically, so I was like, okay, let's look it over, and it's like, apparently I'm having a vision. Be right back.
BRB,
Oh.
columnar jointing.
Shrine seem...
Oh, wow.
What is
See if
this
you guys
place?
can interact with it.
Sure.
Columnar
The deity's
jointing.
head and hands as you take in its
Yep.
chiseled...
I'm going to land in columnar jointing now, too.
That shrine seems to have
Oh,
brought me here.
I can interact with it as well? I can't. Maybe it's one at a time.
You have to
this
wait
place?
until... Yeah.
They're all
Fane's done.
pointed out, yeah.
Columnar jointing.
Yes, Keith.
It's in every game.
Yes, Keith.
It's the entire level is just that. It's not even
Maybe
a
it was
garnish.
made in a volcano.
It's not
I
even
found
a
a lizard.
garnish. It's
I
just
found-
literally everything.
I found... Wait.
Oh, hey, there's those
Yeah, we
rocks
gained the
we
ability
love.
to talk to ghosts
Oh,
now, I think.
Yeah, we all have our own ghost to talk to.
We do.
Yep. Well, who wants to talk to their ghost first? It is Red
Mine
Prince.
is Tyr Sandelius. Who are yours?
I've got Zora Lestreza.
I didn't find mine yet.
Oh, mine looks like an elf. Do you
Yeah.
guys have ones corresponding to your races?
Mine's a lizard.
Okay. So we're talking with the lizard one first.
She too is
Oh,
a lizard,
sorry.
as you can tell. But there are telltale details in her features that conjure memories of incense and mantras.
So amid the soundless air of this alien world, a phantom-like figure awaits you. Well, yeah.
The onyx eyes, three-layered crown, and feathered shoulders. You recognize her from the statues that stand tall in desert sands. She is the goddess Zol Stissa, greatest of the seven.
Red Prince, welcome be. May your words command the rivers. May your hands direct the winds. Fire of sun and rock of earth. May they serve you like faithful slaves. Red Prince, it is an honor.
To your surprise, the goddess sinks to her knees and bows before you in reverence.
Bid her stand. The prayer is hers, not yours. You've chanted it often.
Then you have prayed in vain.
She rises and considers you with deep-set admiration, like one would a work of art.
Red Prince, God-child, truest ruby of all realms. Tell me, do you know why you are red?
Remark that maybe you're of demon lineage, and that's what you're accused of, after all.
That is what they said, wasn't it? He who rises from the sheets with demons must be a demon. But I think there is another reason for your brightness. You are red, Red Prince, because all of you is heart. You are carnage, and you are concord. The Lord of War and Lord of Wisdom. You are lust, and you are love. You are passion personified. That is why I saved you from the all-consuming sea. Why I soothed your lungs with my breath and placed you gently on the nearest shore. Red Prince, you are greater than all others, for you are the sum of all others. You are the Father, the life shaper made manifest in a man. I would see that man a god.
This is weird.
It is.
I
It's
think,
like,
I
you
think
are a god.
God is
So
your God is declaring that you can become a divine.
Also, why is there combat in the distance?
So I don't believe Red Prince's story. At some point, so many people literally just flagellate all over, like, "Oh my God, oh you're so good, Red Prince!" Like it feels like a con. This all feels like a con at some point. Like everyone's manipulating
This
you.
is literally like a goddess, though, that's being like, "Ah, Red Prince, you're so cool."
You were just banished because...
I'm just waiting to see you guys get fawned over too, because my bet is that's just how this whole
Mine's,
shebang
I'm probably
works.
gonna get berated. I'm gonna
If
get berated.
if it only happens to you, I'll be completely certain that everyone's fucking with you at this point. so far one dude wanted to kill you, and then everybody else is like, "Oh my God, Red Prince, I want to have your babies."
Well, no, one guy was like, "I want you to have babies with this other red lady. Good luck, bye."
What's the ego raptor? What's the ego raptor quote? "Oh my God, hotness, I want to bang you."
Yeah. Ask her if that's the reason she bowed before you.
I bow before you because I am a goddess no longer, robbed of my powers by the usurping divine. We, the Seven, are gathered here in these horrid halls of echoes, dead spirits vying for rebirth. But none of us will be the one. One of our children instead. A god-woken like you. I have chosen you. You are to be my champion.
It seems strange to you. Why one? Why not seven? Just like there were.
Those days are over. Only one can don his head with stars and wield the sources of infinity. A great battle is being waged. It is the twilight of the Seven and the day to dawn of the One. The powers of all divinity must unite, and they must unite in you, the paragon of lizards. Our kind must rule this world, and none other. None of the primordial slime that made it onto two legs by nature's oversight.
Ouch.
He's racist
Take
as
up
fuck.
the mantle, Red Prince, and all will be well. All will be well.
As she speaks these last 4 words, the outline of the goddess shimmers, shakes, then transfigures into an all too familiar shape. She stands before you in the guise of her, the woman you've been dreaming of for as long as you can remember. She is unparalleled beauty, and her skin's as red as yours. Yes, here she stands, your deepest secret, your deepest desire. She whom you've longed for since your soul slipped into consciousness, and you lock eyes with her.
Ask the goddess who she is. Who is this woman you've been seeing in dreams?
You think her but a mirage, ephemeral as smoke. But you know better, don't you? Know with all your soul. I could drop a stone into the well of your heart, and it would take the span of a sun's life for the little traveler to hit bottom. Such is it. Is a good thing for the life shaper to possess such affection. For she, too, your secret love, has her part to play in downfall and divinity. Now of divinity, let me give you a taste.
She steps close, puts her hand on your chest, and leans in.
Kiss me, my prince, for I am her. Kiss me, for I am your one true love.
Refuse!
Oh my God, hotness, I want to bang you.
Refuse. She's not really the one you love.
She moves closer, your lips almost touch.
What?
You can feel her hot breath on you, and even her perfume is as you've dreamt it, the scent of home in satin sheets.
Are you sure?
Yes, you are sure.
She backs away and is Zor Stissa again, in her own godly guise once more.
You do not even know her, yet you are true to her, Prince, and I applaud you for it. But I will not let you leave without my blessing.
She reaches out and places a hand over your heart. As she does so, you can feel a whole new power invade and expand your spirit.
There. Cherish this purest of pearls I have given you. A droplet of untainted source, and a promise of things to come. I bless the very water beneath your feet, Now you may wield that power for yourself. So take it with you, back to our beautiful world. There, use it to make that world yours.
Thank her, and say you are ready to return.
Before I let you go, though, there is one more matter we must touch upon. You are traveling with company, yes?
Confirm, and say you've made some unlikely friends.
No, not friends. Rivals. They are godwoken too, and may be courted by the lesser six. But you will be a god, none other. Smile at your fellow wanderers, but ready your knife, for its time will come. So, now we must part, with fire in your soul and resolve in your mind. We'll meet again, Red Prince. Always will I walk beside you.
The goddess steps back and waves, the warmth of her hands still lingering over your heart. Then, sudden light and lightning, and you are gone.
Cool.
It begins.
Alrighty, so as much as I want to see everybody else's play out, this is gonna take like half an hour.
That was long as fuck.
And
Yeah,
I'm
we gotta
going
do that
to,
later.
I definitely want to like head out for the night, but yeah, fun stuff. Really fun stuff.
Wait, what? Oh, my spirit's Amadia.
We'll check that out later.